Good morning, Scott here. Hope you're going well. Okay, let's get into some charts. There's a few things on offer today. Some of them need a bit more work to set up, but it's early in the trading day for me. So by the time you see this video, there could be a few things lining up nicely. Let's hope so. So let's get stuck into it, and I'll show you what I'm seeing, and hopefully it's similar to what you're seeing. Obviously, the more you go through these charts and analyze them, then the better you'll get at recognizing these patterns and these setups, because they're not really that hard to learn once they're in your head, once you've had a bit of practice. Okay, so let's get stuck in then. Aussie Swiss on the daily. So we've had the great chart pattern here. We've got acceleration and we've got deceleration towards this resistance level, and a nice rejection yesterday. Hoping for that to continue today. Is this a strong level? Well, I'm going to go back now because it takes forever. We're looking at the monthly. There's a few places where it could be quite strong. So it looks okay. But go back and spend a bit of time just checking out the strength of that level. Okay, let's go into the hourly chart. That's where I'll do most of my analysis. And we have this very strong MACD we looked at yesterday, MACD divergence, lower highs on the MACD, higher highs on the price action, indicating we are going to get some kind of reversal, which we've had. We've had a break of this trend line. Never had a really good solid break and retest of 1 hour 50 until late last night, early this morning. So it's not looking great for a setup right now. Yeah, let's see how it plays out, because it's still very low volume. Actually, it's just starting to pick up now. So maybe by the time you see this, this will have already played out. The entry, the 382 and the pivot lining up pretty good. So that could be a nice rejection off of there, trading down to the 4 hour 50, or even pushing down to the daily 20 perhaps. Okay, that's the first one. Let's go on to Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, again, we've got a nice rejection of what's hopefully a strong resistance level, touching here, and not much else there really, is there? Not on the near term, but going back on the monthly, we've got lots of action around here. So that's probably a pretty strong level, let's hope. Let's go to the hourly chart and see what we see. Again, we've got a MACD divergence, very clear lower highs on the MACD, with higher highs in the price action. Break of the trend line. Now this break was of the 1 hour 50 wasn't that great, which is good. So it's now come back to test the trend line. But often, when you get a breakout, it often comes back to retest it. And the daily pivot's up here as well. We can't take it as a pip snatcher because we're trading through the hourly 50. But all going well, we'll get a nice rejection off of here, break to the 1 hour 50, pull back to the 1 hour 50, and then we can get a nice entry for an IBO short. So that's one that might play out a bit later. We'll see how that one sets up. US Swiss, not the cleanest of pairs generally, but as you can see from this sideways price action for quite a while, but a nice run up. Nice rejection this level. It's actually pretty strong because we've got touches back here, in here. Actually, there's not much use there going back. That's probably what we're going to get. But nice rejection anyway for the last couple of days. The 1 hour chart is a bit messy. So, do these little break and retest the 1 hour 50, not very clean. So, let's see a nice big break. Big pullback to the 1 hour 50, and then we can take a nice trade short. Otherwise, it might just keep on trending sideways. And this probably won't happen, and then it won't happen for another 6, 7, 8 hours from now. Now, let's get into some yens. I'll go through these quite quickly. There's lots of them. Lots of the yens are very similar. So we've had this massive breakdown, and then it paused. So we're looking for some kind of retracement before the trend continues, perhaps. Now, I've noticed there's some yen news scheduled for Wednesday tentatively scheduled, there's no time given, so they like to surprise the market. You might find a lot of people just going to wait for that news. And that's maybe why we're not seeing much decent price action. Since it's, as you see from Aussie yen, we've got this huge rundown on the hourly chart. It's broken this trend line. And then it's just kind of meandered sideways. It doesn't know what to do. Maybe it's waiting for the news tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. But the technical analysis is telling us that this rundown with sideways to up on the MACD, ignoring this big blow off bottom here, a big reversal. So we're likely to see this pull back probably to the 4-hour 50. And that may happen today. Waiting for the news tomorrow. You might see this break of the 1-hour 50 pullback and trade up to the 4-hour 50. And then it can break down the news or break up on the news. We have to wait and see. But as I said, the news may be quite significant, so many people are just waiting for that. That's the first of the Aussie pairs, Aussie yen. So we need to see a clean break of the 1-hour 50 and a pullback, and then an IBO long. Okay, let's get into CAD Swiss. It's quite clean, although it's not large price action. It's quite clean. We've had a run up to the daily 50 rejection twice, doji there, and then a high test the following day, and the bearish day yesterday. So that's looking a little bit like a Euro Swiss. Price action is not very clean, as is often the case with CAD Swiss, but we've already had the break and retest of the 1-hour 50. And if you got into that one, then that's good. It's playing well in your favor. It's rejecting the 4-hour 50 right now. For the next entry will be on the break of the 4-hour 50. So we look for a break down below the 4-hour 50. Doesn't really need that deep. Maybe down to about here somewhere. We're breaking away. This is the daily 20 here. This red one. Daily 50 up here, the green one. Pulling away from the daily 50. So once it breaks through the daily 20, it could be on our way down to these lows at least, and maybe lower. So that could be nice as a setup if it breaks, or when it breaks, if it breaks below the 4-hour 50. Okay, let's look at CAD yen. So another yen, as I said, lots of them very similar. So I won't go into detail, but we're pausing at this level and maybe rejecting it. And the 1-hour chart is with the MACD, it's confirming that we are getting some reversal, but as yet, no break of the 1-hour 50. If it does break later on today, then that could give us a nice little IBO long. I wouldn't want to take it past the 4-hour 50 because this is the pullback, and as I said, we've got news coming tomorrow, so quick in and out is what I'd suggest with any yen pair. Swiss yen, another one similar. This is quite a good support level. Rejection here, here, and now back where we are here. Rejection yesterday on the hourly chart. We're looking at, so we hit the 1-hour 50 but not broken through yet, so break, retest the 1-hour 50. So I'll just draw this trade in here just so you can see what we're doing. We're getting a long trade in here somewhere. That's the 4-hour 50. We are looking for 382 fib, maybe from this level perhaps. Need to be in there as far as that. Maybe there, it lines up back pretty good with my estimate there. Pull back to the 382 and the 1-hour 50, and then have that as a trade long. And of course, the stop will be about here somewhere. Take profit for the 4-hour 50. That's the 2%, so that's certainly worth looking at. Okay, Euro CAD. Accelerating to this resistance level, the recent highs, and it's rejecting it again. Kind of doji-ish days the last couple of days. Ready for a break to the downside. We've got a support or a trend line here, which seems to be pretty good, only a couple of touches, but we are breaking a retest and even another retest recently. So if that breaks down, this is one we looked at yesterday for possible ABO. We never really got our third decent touch, so I didn't enter that one. If you did enter after 2 touches, or even counting this as a third touch, then you'd probably still be good because it's stopping about here, and then hopefully we'll get a breakdown soon. So we're waiting now for an IBO, break of the 1 hour 50 pullback, and then trade it short. Trading away, we're trading into the day 20-50 zone, day 20 here, day 50 is down here. So there's a fair bit of room, depending on what sort of trader you are, how far you push the profits. Let's go through a few other ones. Euro yen, very similar, rejecting this level, pulling back yesterday, and again just below the 1 hour 50. So the MACD is not, well, the MACD is pretty clear here as well. We ignore that spike down. If we use these last low there, low there, low there, we can see it's actually going higher on the MACD. So definitely divergence in play, and need to break the 1 hour 50 and a pullback to the 4 hour 50. Euro dollar. Rejection this strong level, a couple of rejections, hopefully get a down day today. Not broken the 1 hour 50 yet. Looks like we might go back up here for another, it'll be a head and shoulders pattern. Got a left shoulder, head, maybe we'll get a little right shoulder here, and then a breakdown to the 1 hour 50 pullback. And then there will be a IBO short from here. Let's stop around here somewhere and take profit for the 4 hour 50, or push it further if you want to. That's a possible setup for later on. Could be way away yet though. Pound yen, so as the other pairs, another strongish support level been rejected, and you need a break of the 1 hour 50 pullback and an IBO long. Kiwi yen, speed up now. These last two are very similar. On the daily, testing this support level, rejecting it, bit of a pullback, and break of the 1 hour 50 pullback to the 1 hour 50, give us a IBO long. Again, news tomorrow, so please be wary of that. There may be nothing, but last time they made this tentative announcement, we had this really strong yen action. I can't remember when it was now, a couple of weeks ago maybe, and we had a very strong breakdown of all the yen pairs as the yen gathered strength. So the dollar yen, same thing, support level there. Very nice MACD on dollar yen, very clean, clear MACD divergence, and we need to break at 1 hour 50 and a pullback to get that long trade. So there we go. That's what I have for you. The video's back. It's working nicely. Okay, good. So there's a few things to keep an eye on. Keep an eye on the news, or beware of the news for the yen. Hopefully something nice will set up later today. And I wish you all the best in the markets. Keep practicing, keep going through the charts. More chart time you spend, then the better you'll get, and the better your brain will recognize all these chart patterns. And that's what the secret is. Right, I wish you the best. I will catch up with you tomorrow. If you're not a member of ProTrader, scottprotrader.com. Sign up for 3 hours of free training and some great insights into how you can change your life with this amazing skill. I'll speak to you soon. Take care.